This morning, Boris Johnson, a key ally for President Biden over Ukraine, forced from office, despite his defiance even yesterday.
The job of a Prime Minister in difficult circumstances when he's been handed a colossal mandate is to keep going, and that's what I'm going to do.
The tipping point, a tsunami of resignations from his government and a devastating resignation speech about political integrity.
Enough is enough.
After a cascade of scandals, parties in Downing Street during lockdown at first denied. Then, the final straw, misleading his own party again over a member of his government accused of sexual misconduct while drunk in a London club. He apologised.
In hindsight, it was the wrong thing to do.
But it was too late.
What a pathetic spectacle. The dying act of his political career is...
Boris Johnson, whose colourful career made him world famous, falling from power after defying political gravity for years, telling Savannah in an exclusive interview last year.
People feel very strongly about not having the state mandate something in my country. We're great lovers of liberty, and we've had to do it by sweet reason and persuasion.
What do you do when sweet reason and persuasion don't work?
Keep going. More sweet reason.
That sweet reason deserting him now. He was able to stay close to President Trump, then ally himself with President Biden, standing up to President Putin. Just a month ago, President Zelensky praised Boris Johnson as a true friend. Johnson arguing up until the last moment that he should cling on.
And when we have the biggest war in Europe for 80 years, Mr. Speaker, that is exactly the moment that you'd expect a government to continue with its work.
Boris Johnson is set to return to Downing Street with the...
Boris Johnson swept to power on a wave of support for Brexit and his own unique personality, a chaotic appearance and ability to laugh at himself. But in the end, it wasn't enough to save his position.
So, Keir, as you mentioned, we are in a period of uncertainty, not sure who may become the UK's next leader.
Yeah.
So I guess the question is, how will that impact relations between the United States and Britain?
Well, you know, Hoda, this is democracy, right? And democracy can be messy. But by this morning, Boris Johnson was being compared to President Trump. Never concede, never apologise. So for President Biden, what he now faces is trying to build this strong alliance and continue that alliance against President Putin, with a fundamental pillar of that alliance, the UK and Boris Johnson, now in very, very difficult waters. Just to give you an example, the British Foreign Secretary is at the G20, where the Secretary of State is trying to send a strong message to China and Russia. She is having to race home back here to London. The Prime Minister in Downing Street there apparently is preparing to say that he wants to continue being Prime Minister until the fall. Again, his own party, many members of his own party, seem to be suggesting that even that is untenable. So we don't know how much uncertainty there will be in the months ahead. Even when there is a new leader, that new leader potentially has less authority. Hoda?
All right, Keir Simmons, I know you're right there on 10 Downing Street, where the announcement will come shortly. We appreciate it.
Hey, thanks for watching our YouTube channel. Find your favorite recipes, celebrity interviews, uplifting stories, shop our favorite deals, and so much more with the Today app. Download it now.